Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Harry Muppet. Welcome back to another StarCraft 2 Daily Masters cast, where we will, of course, be trying to find my foot pedal because it seems to have gone missing. But yeah, there we go. Good old stuff. And here comes a probe from our other player. But let's introduce both of our players first. So, of course, up the top left side of the map, it is going to be Mr. Rhett. And he is, of course, from the Netherlands and plays for Team Liquid. This is from the Acer Team Story Cup once again this game, so that's pretty awesome. We do have him going for a pool first, and he may have been trying to go for a hatch first, but it didn't work out too well. My mouse is slow. It seems to be lagging. It lags a little bit every now and then. Oh man, he's playing the hatch game right here. Oh, puts down a probe when he realizes he's about to die. Very, very nice play. And that play is, of course, from our second player. He is StarNaN. I've got no idea how to say that, StarNaN, but we are just going to be calling him the Star right here. And he is from Sweden. And at the time of this game, he was playing with the Western Wolves team, but I believe he's no longer belonging to that team, so I do not know. There's no information about why he's no longer with that team. Maybe he did so badly in the Acer Team Story Cup that they kicked him out, but I wouldn't have thought so. He seems like a pretty awesome player, so I'm assuming that, I don't know. I really don't know. I won't assume anything because I'll get in trouble. Somebody out there will be a fan of the Western Wolves or be a fan of StarNaN, and they'll say, Harry, you complete ignorant asshole. And you know, somebody will get mad at me. I don't want anybody to get mad at me. I want everybody to be happy with me. I realize it's an impossible task because there's always like 0.001% of the human population are all complete jerks for no apparent reason and they hate you by default. But you know, I'll say I want 99.999% of the people in the world to like me. Okay, I'll take that much, and the other 1 in a million people can just, you know, just go away, just hide in a cave somewhere, I don't know. But anyway, we do have a third base coming down from Rhett, so going for, he's actually finished his third base right now. Oh, I see, that's technically his second base, so his third base is coming down now, but he's doing a great job getting the third base out, getting the expansions out. Fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. And StarNaN, of course, Mr. Star, has got his own base down as well. And so yeah, it's pretty standard. I was gonna say Rhett was going nuts on the expansions, but this is his natural expansion, so not as nuts as I thought, but still getting the 3 bases down pretty quickly. Probe is gonna come in, and he's like, oh man, I was going to put down another pylon, but there's already a base there. So great job there by Rhett, and we're gonna start seeing his economy go through the roof very, very fast. Meanwhile, StarNaN going for a bunch of probes all over the place. Going to start to get his economy into some sort of shape, but we do have a Stargate coming down as well. The Overlord, Beast Scouting Overlord does see it. Please tell me it saw that. Yes, it did. It saw the Stargate coming up. So very, very nicely played, and almost certainly going to be seeing a couple of Spore Crawlers going down all over the place. Just because Oracles are a very, very serious threat in this part of the game, man. Just Oracles all over the place. He's going for a ton of workers right now. So either he knows the timing of the Oracle, or he's not expecting an Oracle to come out. But he's not going for Spore Crawlers yet. I would definitely expect them. He's going for work. He's going for a stupid amount of workers. 46, another 9. That'll take him up to 55. That'll give him a huge gap. And I think he'll be alright. StarNaN really doesn't have a lot of aggression, especially with the Stargate coming out. You don't expect there to be a lot of army coming out, because a Stargate isn't about army, it's about harassment, and it's about, you know, assisting units like the Void Ray, which are great assisting units, but you can't really make an army out of Void Rays. It's okay. It's actually starting to get really good against Protoss. We've had a few games where you get an army of Void Rays, and even against Hydras, which is supposedly the direct counter, they seem to do quite well for themselves when paired up against stuff like Archons and Sentries and a bunch of Zealots and all that other sort of fun stuff. The army of Void Rays actually do pretty well, but I've never seen anybody go pure Void Rays in a 1v1 Masters game and actually get away with it. I don't think it's possible. I think something like Mutas would probably just own them all over the place, so maybe mutas are the counter for Void Rays, because Hydras are just so flaky, man. They just don't last very long. Whereas the mutas, they last a little bit longer, and the splash damage would start to add up. So, yeah, I don't know. But we do have 3 Phoenix out on the field, and man, we definitely need some Spore Crawlers to deal with these guys, because otherwise they lift the Queen up, and the Queen dies, and suddenly all the workers are just completely open. So they're gonna open some gas workers right there. They're just knocking them down, hoping that Rhett doesn't notice and doesn't move another guy over there, but I think he did notice. Bunch of guys coming in. These Zealots with their very, very funky level 30 skin. Going to be coming in. StarNaN trying to make a sort of fast play in here. He's only got 3 gates, but he might be able to do something. Ling's going to be jumping in here. It's not the best place to be surrounding Zealots, but I think he should still have enough pressure right here. All 3 of the Zealots coming in. Another Zealot is going to be taken out, and Phoenix coming around. There is a Spore Crawler. There is one over there, and there's a Spine Crawler coming down here as well for some extra defense. Hydra's coming out in the field. The Phoenix tried to lift the Hydra off. Didn't really work. And StarNaN is sort of on the back foot a little bit here. He's tried a few things. They haven't failed miserably, but they haven't really worked either. That was a nice bit of play right there, getting that, but that was more luck than anything else. The fact that Rhett was actually going for a base there, he was lucky because he had Zealots in the vicinity, but for the most part, StarNaN not really doing... He's taken the initiative though. He's taken the initiative and he's doing pretty good, but now he is seeing a ton of Hydras out on the field and he has to deal with them. So instantly you're seeing a robo facility coming down. He probably should have had one of those out at some point. It's not an urgent thing until you see a ton of Hydras, then it starts to become an urgent thing. But fully expect to see a Robotics Bay coming out after that. We've also got the Twilight Council coming out, potentially for Storm, but it may just be for some good old upgrades for, I don't know what, Zealot Legs, maybe Blink, blah, 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 something like that. But definitely Robotics Bay, he's got to get that. He's way behind on his Colossus tech, and he so desperately needs that sort of stuff going down right now. But we'll have to see, because right now he's trying to make it happen. We are seeing Void Rays against Hydras, but I don't think that StarNaN has anywhere near any sort of numbers to deal with this amount of Hydras, man. There's just a lot of Hydras. He's going to try and cut some of them off. The Phoenix are getting shredded right here, going down so fast it's not even funny. And the Hydra's doing a pretty good job here. They do have the Hydraless range. The Void Rays, you can see the Void Rays are really starting to take him down quite badly, and I mean, the thing that's saving the Void Rays from getting destroyed is their health. Even so, they're still surviving for quite a long time, and I don't know, I am continue to be flabbergasted game after game over how much damage the Void Rays actually do to the Hydras. It's just the Hydras have just so little health, and I guess not many people invest in armor. It's the early game. I mean, some players, you see them go 1-1 and stuff like that, but most players, they just focus on the damage and the armor. I don't know, I think the armor just really counts for a lot more than the damage when you actually focus on Hydras going against Void Rays. But it may be a moot point right now because Rhett is going for a ton of mutas. He's also got a 5th base going down, and Rhett is starting to look very, very strong in this game. He's starting to come back quite a bit. He's got his counters. He knows his counters. He knows how to work them, and he's going in for blood right now. He's going to go in and do all sorts of good stuff, and StarNaN looks like he's just playing catch-up right now. He's trying to play the counters game, but I think Rhett is maybe just a little bit better at it than StarNaN in, and a little bit faster. And alright, he's playing mutas against Phoenix, but the Phoenix were kind of being sort of phased out, to use a bit of a pun on words. But yeah, he's now he has suddenly have to go back into Phoenix, because Stalkers, man, Stalkers are okay versus mutas when they're in a large group, but Stalkers are horrible versus Lings, and it's very, very easy to get a lot of Lings when you're going mutas. So managing to hold off right there. The Mothership Core, where is the Mothership Core? It needs to be saving this base as well, but Cannon going to be buying a little bit of time, not a lot of time though, but enough for the Stalkers to get over there. And that's probably going to be right. The mutas are really getting up there though, and the numbers are getting quite nice. Stalker's actually getting chased away right here, and now the workers are going to go down, and StarNaN, I think he is going to be losing this game right here. I don't think there's much chance of him surviving. Starting to get a lot more Stalkers. He doesn't have the buildings to get out a lot of Phoenix, so he has to focus on Stalkers, but in the end, just got taken out. And man, if he had an extra, just one extra Stargate, he may have been able to pump out a ton of Phoenix very fast, or at least a group of 4 or 6 of them, and maybe could have countered the Mutas, but in the end, the Mutas came out. Beautiful counter for the Void Rays, and the Stalkers just didn't do that much at all. And I mean, Rhett was even getting level 2 weapons on those Mutas, so he's really on ball here. He's really getting into the game right there, and I gotta say, he really played a fantastic game. So that is it. Beautiful stuff right there, and yeah, congratulations to Rhett. So yeah, thank you very much for watching this game. Stay tuned. This has been Hairy Muppet. I'll catch you tomorrow with another game.